So the other day, I saw my matriculation picture and I couldn't help but laugh at how naive, ignorant, and how much I didn't know at the time. And I asked myself that what would I have told that person staring at me in the picture, the 100 level version of me. And I came up with some stuff that I think I would have told myself, and I hope it will be valuable for you. If you're in your first year in the university, this video is for you. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am a motivated individual that is enthusiastic about growth, personal development, and becoming the best version of myself. And I do so by exploring my passions, fulfilling my potentials, and living a purposeful life. And I hope that as I do mine, I give you the permission to do the same also. Currently, I am in my fourth year in the university, and in a few weeks, I will be in my final year in the university. Today, I'll be talking about the things I wish I knew in my first year in the university. And if that's not exciting, let us get right into it. So here is how my first semester in the university was. I would wake up early in the morning and leave my house, which was about 30 to 45 minutes to the school. And it took me a long time to get a bike that would take me to where I would get a cab to drop me off at the school gate. But instead of going straight to school, I'll go for a tutorial instead, where we had tutors that would teach us and take us the courses that we are supposed to take in the school. These tutors were other students that were ahead of us in one level or the other. And our tutorial lasted for about 2 hours, if I remember correctly, from 6 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning. Usually, I used to get there late because of the distance between my house and the tutorial center. So when I get there between 6:30 and 7 o'clock, I would stay for the tutorial till 8 o'clock. Then after the tutorials, others would leave to their hostels because they had hostels close to the tutorial center. I really didn't have a house or a hostel that was close to the tutorial center, and I was socially awkward, but I didn't want to inconvenience my friends by asking if I could stay there till maybe the end of the day before I go back home. So I would stay back at the tutorial center to study and probably cover up from what I missed from 6 o'clock to maybe 6:30 or sometimes even 7 o'clock. What I didn't know was that was the best decision I could have made in my first semester of university, because all I was doing was studying past questions and trying to get good grades, literally. Although I wasn't sure that was the best thing I should have done, I feel if I am sitting directly in front of myself in 100 level, I'll tell myself to keep doing that. But here is the issue. I wasn't going to school classes because, first of all, there were a huge number of people that would be in the class. In fact, literally the class would be filled to the brim. Whenever I tried to attend a class, I would get there and just walk past because the class would be full and I can't assimilate anything while standing behind the class, and I can barely hear the lecturer. Meanwhile, my tutorial was not like that. Even though I really came late, I would learn one or two things. So I kept that going for my first semester, and I wish I knew that that was the right decision for me. And I wish I knew about the library, because I didn't have a library card and I didn't even try to get a library card or get to use the library in my first year. The second thing I'll tell my 100 level self is to get a hostel close to the school. In my first year and even in my second year and part of my third year, I was staying with my parents at home, and I wish I had pushed for a hostel to myself that was closer to the school. Because if I had done that, I wouldn't have felt so frustrated in the early days of my university. I won't dwell much on that, but it will lead me to my third point, which is leave. Simple as that. Leave. Just leave. In my early days in university, I was frustrated because the conditions at which I was going to university were not the conditions I envisaged. I wanted to go to another university which was not in my hometown. But as circumstances will have it, I have my university in my hometown. And for the first part of my university days, I was so frustrated, so drained, and I didn't really feel motivated to continue school. I remember I was literally close to depression. I was not motivated to continue studying. And many times, before I hit the rock bottom of my motivation, of my enthusiasm to go to school, God always shows up for me. And I would love to tell you my story in a future video. So in my first year, I really wished I lived. I really wished I tried as much as I can to enjoy and make the most of my first days in university. I wish I had made a little bit more friends. I wish I had made the correct friends. I wished I had socialized with a lot more people. And that actually leads me to my fourth point, which is not to try to fit into friendship circles, but attract like minds. This is about friendship. And the first thing I would point out about friendship is that the friends that you keep or the friends that you make in university is what determines the trajectory of your life in university. If you make friends that are ready to grow and become the best version of themselves, it will rub off on you. You want to become the best version of yourself. But if you make friends that are not so serious about taking their lives seriously, you'll probably also find yourself in that same circumstance until you change them. Another thing that I want to say about friendship is that you should choose friends that have similar interests as you. Choosing friends that have similar interests as you is very important because it will make you fit in easily and not try to remodel yourself into something that you are not and fit into the wrong friendship circle. So attract like minds and try to figure out people that have similar interests. And before I continue, I'd like to appreciate my friend Wendasola that tried to assist me while working on this video. She helped by giving me some other points. We had similar things that we would tell our 100 level self, and that really helped me a lot to pick out the best out of the numerous lists that I had. And the number 5 thing I wish I knew as a 100 level student is that I wish I knew what the GPA and the CGPA actually meant, because in my first year, in my first semester, and even in my second semester, in my second year also, I didn't really know what it meant and how it actually affected your results. All I knew was just if you have a perfect result, you have 5.0. So probably in a future video, I would explain what the GPA and the CGPA system actually mean. And for number 6, we'll go back to the classroom. And what I wish I knew is that what I need to succeed in life or to succeed in university will not be taught in the 4 walls of the classroom. So I should have probably optimized my time well. That was even later in my university days, because of course in my first year I didn't attend any classes, but in my second year I wish I had known this, that what I need to succeed in life or in my university will not be given to me in the 4 walls of the classroom. Number 7, the thing I wish I knew as a freshman in the university is that I need to find time to discover myself. The first year in university is a time to discover yourself and find out your true self. And well, I started that by reading the book The Purpose Driven Life, but it wasn't looking like it, so I didn't really pursue self-discovery and discovering the purpose of my life. Well, there are so many points that I listed out, and I'll just leave you with these 7, and probably in some future videos I could bring up some other ones. There are a lot of things I wish I knew. If I had to write 100, I'm sure I'll write 110 or 150. But this few that I've listed here is like the ones that are pressing to me, and I think the ones that would help you the most. While you must understand that the conditions I studied with my first semester or in my first year may be totally different from yours, you must understand that these are in no way rules or guidelines that you must follow to succeed in your first year or to make it easier for you. You just probably have to watch and just pick the ones that will work for you. And if they work for you, fine. If not, you just have to figure out what works for you, because we are different and we are peculiar in different ways. So thank you so much for watching this video. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I made a video about what school has taught me, and I'd like you to watch it, and I'll see you in that video and in future videos. Peace!